Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's another week. We are shelling corn today, so today is Saturday, November 16th. And I've been sick for basically all week, so haven't really videoed anything. It's been raining and kind of nasty, so haven't been doing a whole lot, but we figured maybe get out here and shell some corn today. So we had a couple inches of rain, but this field back here on these hills, it seems to be solid enough to be able to get some stuff done. So we've got 40 acres done today. Not making the greatest. Like I said, it's back here on some hills and stuff, so it got dried out pretty bad this summer. But we're moving along, getting through it. And looks like we've got some rain coming in on Tuesday, so we've only got tomorrow and Monday to work. So hopefully we'll get this done, and then we'll be able to move down to the next field down on the river. So we will keep moving at this tonight. We'll probably get to about 50 acres or something like that. We'll probably quit because it's not a great field to be in at night time. So we got a bad spot coming in. Okay, we're still moving along here tonight. We've got 55 acres done right now. I think he's finishing off one truck, and then we're going to fill one more and then call it a night. So there's 125 acres in this field, so since we're getting pretty close to half done, we can possibly finish it tomorrow, which would be good. That way we can get started on the next field on Monday. But we'll just have to see how tomorrow goes, how much help we've got, everything like that. Okay, that's going to be it for tonight. We've got 67 acres done, so that leaves us with about 58 or something to do tomorrow, which we shouldn't have any trouble getting that done. We started about 1 o'clock today. I think it was about 1 or 1:30, and we had to take all the inrows off of here and everything, and it's just now 8 o'clock, so we did pretty good. So we will get this emptied out, pull off the combine, and start again tomorrow. Okay, it's Monday. We are back in the field. We've got moved to the next field down here at the river bottom, and there's a lot of corn coming out down here today. So there's 2 other guys running down here, so there's a lot of corn coming out. We're going to see if we can't get the bottom area done. That's the area that floods down in there. We just got this little patch here on top, but we're going to try to get that bottom area done in case we get a whole ton of rain here tomorrow, and for some reason the river comes up. So we're going to do that, but we'll see how we get along here today. We don't really have a grain car driver, but he's got to get in the truck here in a minute, so we should have a grain car driver here after a while, but we'll just take a little bit for them to get off school and get here. So we've just got a 15-acre field right down the road from here, so we got to get up out of here. He's got to empty me out, and then we'll head down there. Okay, we just made it out here. I've got 4 acres done already, and so we're just kind of waiting on the truck now. I have the grain cart to fill, but that's about it. So Dad should be back here pretty soon, and we'll have to have a couple trucks to get this all on here, but hopefully we'll be able to get it finished tonight, and then we'll be all done with the corn down here. Okay, we just got it finished up, so that means we are done with corn down here. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with the combine. I think we're just going to leave it sit here for now, and then we're done with all the corn down south. Just got a few acres of beans over there that we have to do, so the rest of the corn's back home, so we'll just have to see what this weather does. They're talking rain coming in tonight and then tomorrow, so I don't know what that's going to do. It looks like we're not going to get a whole bunch, but it's going to be some, so we'll see what that does. We'll get this back here and get the head off, get it all blowed off, so dust doesn't stick to it with the rain and everything. So okay, we are getting the combine moved and the grain cart, but so we are all the way down south at the river, so we are making our way back north, and so we're going to stop at our farm right here at the next road, and we're going to put the grain cart in the building here because the rest of the beans are just right down the road from this, and we're going to leave it here because we've got the other cart at home that we're going to use for the rest of the corn. So we're going to leave this one down here for the beans, and then we're going to grab the bush hog and bring it back. We're just going to keep heading straight on this highway back to where we need to go out at the other farm. Okay, we made it here to the farm. Just gotta get the bush hog out here, and then we gotta let the air out of grain cart tire because the door is too short to get it out, or to get it in. So it's just short by like an inch. So we'll just let it down and let the air out, and then we'll have to put it back in before we start again. We got it in, so we are good to head back towards town. All right, it's Wednesday, and we just fed the cows. You can see them over there in the distance somewhere. We're catching calves today in this pasture, so we just brought them. We got the corral set up back here, the portable corral, and we caught them in the permanent corral that we have here in the corner of the pasture, and just ran them over into the portable corral after we got them caught, because it's hard to get them caught in the portable corral with driving them feed wagon through and everything. I was saying, so it's hard to get the tractor into the corral, so we use our permanent corral back there, and then we just kind of bridged it over. We've got it kind of taken down now, but we bridge them over here through there. It's kind of a muddy mess back here right now, but it's working, so we're doing it. And we got to get I got one cow that's back here in the pen with the calves, so I can work her out here in a minute. And then we've got this pen of some smaller calves, but there might be one that can go, and then there's an older cow that needs to come out. Other than that, we've just got to make a couple loads. So the barns are just down over the hill right here, so we've just got the tractor hooked up to the gooseneck. That way we can get through the mud here and everything. He's just taking them down there. So he just took the first load, and we're gonna probably have to take about 4 loads, maybe more than that, because we've been trying to keep the bulls separate so we can get them taken to their pen where they go. So this cow's right here in the front. You see her right there with her pink tag. So she's probably just gonna work right out of here. All of our calves rounded up except for one that escaped, and it was like the biggest one in the pasture. So we had to leave a few out there in the pasture that were a little bit smaller, and there was a few real small ones. where the cows have gotten off cycle, and so we're hoping to get that fixed. We took the bulls out and everything, so right now I'm putting some fuel in the combine out of my truck, and then put DEF in, and I greased everything. I'm gonna put some oil on a couple chains. There, it's running empty. Oil some chains, and then this thing should be ready to go. They're talking like snow tomorrow, so that's not gonna help us with harvest any at all, but we got this little strip here in this field, and then another part of it down here at the barn where we've got the combine at now. But we're probably gonna have to wait on that for a while. Probably not gonna get to it tomorrow, so I'm gonna oil these chains, get everything put up, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go grease the feed wagon and the skid loader, because I know that that hasn't been done in a while, and I've got time. I'm out here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the calves that we got down there. Right, there they are. Get the lights turned on. There they are. They are big, but they all look pretty good, so. They're gonna be balling pretty good for the next couple of days until they get used to everything. So we've been wanting to get those out for a while now, but we've just been busy with harvest and everything, so it was good. We had a little bit of time today to get those out, and then we got one more we're gonna try to get tomorrow. He escaped out through he picked up the gates on the corral and just completely went underneath, which it sounds like it's possible, but when you go to lift up one of those corral gates, it's pretty stout, so they have to be pretty angry to get out. But skid loader's right here, feed wagon's right there, so we're gonna go ahead and get these greased up, and that way that's all done. Okay, Thursday morning, out in the pasture. I fed the cows in the corral again, and we locked them in there, and then let the old cows out, and got the one calf that we left that got out on us yesterday. He's at least 500 pounds. He's a pretty big one, but we got him walked in the head gate on the corral now, and I've got the gate locked in behind him, so there's not really any way he can get out. He's really angry right now, but he'll settle down. He's gonna go to a much nicer place than where he's at. He's gonna go to a barn and be inside, so he'll be happy. But it was snowing earlier, not anything measurable at all, but it was snowing nonetheless. So it's kind of calmed down now, but it's like 34 degrees and the wind's blowing, and I'm severely underdressed for what we're doing here today. But anyway, so I just got the cows fed back there in the back, so they're distracted for a little bit. He went to go get the trailer, come back, load him up, bring him down over the hill, and then put him in with that group, and then he'll settle down, and he'll be all right. So get out of here before the cows start following me, and we'll be good. Okay, we got that calf in the barn and went back. We had to put a bale of hay in, went back, got lunch, and we were back at the field out here. Just got the head hooked up to the combine, so we serviced this thing yesterday like you seen. Corn head is warming up right now, and we've just got this pass down through here, and we'll have like 4 extra rows, and then we've got probably 5 acres down there, 5 or 10 acres down there. This is the field that we chopped silage on, so this is just the corn that we didn't end up using because we had so much. So we just got to shell this here, and then we'll be going up on top of the hill there, where we've got about 100 acres there, and then in another creek bottom over that way we've got 45 acres, and then past that we've got like 70 acres. So we've got a bunch in this area to do, so we're gonna try to get started on it today. They're talking snow coming in here after a while. Okay, we are going, and we are finally back into some good corn. So we had this appraised for the crop insurance whenever we chopped it, and they appraised it at some outrageous number, and I was like, there's no way. But now that I'm looking at the monitor, there is way. It's definitely as good as they said it was. So that's good. Finally back in some good corn. We're sitting around 17% moisture, and grain quality is excellent. This hybrid has a really good grain quality and test weight, so that'll be good. And we're just kind of taking it easy here. We've got our power bar right there above the yellow, or below the yellow, sorry. And yeah, so we can't push it much more than this. 3.8 right now. So I know that the stuff up on top of the hill is going to be drier because it was a shorter season corn planted earlier, so it'll definitely be drier. But this is sitting here about 17. Okay, well, last night I kind of forgot to show you guys anything, but it started snowing and we got kind of snowed out a little bit. It really didn't amount to much. It was just enough to cover everything and make everything damp. So we called it after a while there, and then we took the combine and put it in the barn, and then after we put everything in, it basically just stopped. So it's dried off enough now. It's 2:30. We started about 12:30, and we've got probably 25 acres done today so far. And so we've got plenty of acres to go here. We've got probably 15 left in this field, and then we've got another 40 across the road. So we got enough to keep us busy for the rest of today. Just finished up that field, and now we are over here across the road, and we're farming with a view. So you can see over there in the distance, you can see that building. That's one of the cattle barns down on the hill where I feed at every day. And then there's a field that we farm right here. You can tell we shelled the corn on that yesterday. And then if you look over that way, I don't know how well you can see it, right over there, that brown color over there, that's the next field we gotta go and combine corn in. And then if you look way over far, you probably can't see it, that's the next field that we have to go to, which is about 70 acres over there. So we're up here on top of the hill looking down into the creek bottoms. It's about 6:15 and we're still rolling, so we've jumped over to the third field of the day. And we got it all opened up. We got about 22, well, actually we don't have 22 acres done in this field. We have like 18 or 16, because that other field goes with it, the little one does. So anyways, we've came into a new variety here. It doesn't seem to have the kick that the other 114 day does, but this one's still doing pretty good. We have this variety down in the other creek bottoms, so I'm hoping it'll be a lot better down there on the good ground where it holds moisture pretty good, and it was worked and everything. So still doing pretty good, just not quite as good as the other one. Okay, well, we are getting very close to the end of these fields here. So 42 acres done, and there's probably only like 2 left. So we're gonna be able to get everything on the rest of the grain cart, but we got a full truck sitting there, so we're gonna get that switched out, bring that home, and just got a couple point rows left here to do. Just right over here in this area, so not a big deal. This field turned out pretty good for what it is. Some pretty rolling ground, so coming out with a pretty decent yield. We just finished up our couple point rows and we got this one done. So that is like a 70 acre day, which is not bad for that being between 3 fields. It's Saturday and we just got moved down here to the next field. So we got 70 acres here to do. We've got 2 laps around this part of it, So we got full grain cart, full combine, and waiting for him to get this unloaded here. Okay, well, we've got problems now. The grain cart's stuck, so there's these pockets out here where it's just wet and it just sneaks up on you, and it sunk the grain cart. So I'm gonna take one more load off of him, and then we're gonna try to get it out again. Had a good bit on there because it had been doing fine, but then we got to this situation. So I'm gonna take one more load and see what it does. Okay, well, we got it out. That was definitely good. So I'm glad we didn't have to get anything to pull it out. But we're not out of the woods yet because we haven't even gotten to what's probably the wettest part of this field here. So that's gonna be a problem. But he's just gonna have to take small quantities here, and it'll slow progress a little bit, but it'll be what we have to do. Okay, well, yesterday we had our Thanksgiving dinner at the farm, so we did that yesterday. It was actually a really nice day. But anyways, we're back here on Monday. We're gonna try to finish up this 20 acres that we didn't get done the other night. There's where you got the grain cart stuck right here in front of me somewhere. But we've got some rain moving in here this evening, so we want to get this out of here and be done down here in this bottom where it's wet. So I'm just going to throw this in here with last week's video, and then we'll see after this rain here tonight. It looks like tomorrow's clear, so if it doesn't rain too much, we'll be able to get back at it again tomorrow on Tuesday. Okay, I didn't do very good at videoing that, but we just got that 20 acres done, so it turned out doing really nice. Great yield, so that's good. We did have a little bit of lodging trouble with the corn. So this variety I had down here is a new one from Beck's. For me, it was new this year. I think it's been out a year before. Probably not going to have it again. I may have a little bit of it, but I probably won't plant it in this situation again. This was a conventional till. You know, we had a sludge application here, so it had a lot of fertility down. So I think it got really big, really tall, and the stalk strength just wasn't there. And so we ended up having some of it falling over and getting all lodged together and everything. So that wasn't very fun to deal with, but the yield was definitely there. But you know, you can't continue planting a corn that's going to go down on you. So not a big deal. That's the last I had of this variety, so we got to go across the creek right there. But I don't think we're going to try to do that today with the rain that's coming here in like an hour. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this week's video. So now that we got this bottom done, we're ready to head over across the creek. So we'll get to that as soon as we get into next week's video. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you next week.